Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. Sunday, let's jump into our study group for warriors for my hardcore heads. Basically on Sunday, I just go through my notes. I study every single day, and it's part of a program that I live and that I coach and that I mentor. And if you want coaching or mentoring, if you want to level up, if you want to fix some of the broken places in your life, go check me out on my website, or you can find me on social media. Just search my name. Let's get into it. I'm not sure if I have any new subscribers. If I do, welcome. Start from the back, I guess, work our way to the front. Last time we started from the front, it really makes no difference. You get zero return on zero investment. That's a rule. It's a rule in business and it's a rule in life. You got to spend money to make money. Any hustler in the streets knows that. Some of you are just desperate to have someone come knock on your door, front you a bunch of product so you can go out and hustle, right? That's never going to happen. You're going to have to make some investment. It might be sweat equity, it might be financial equity, but you're going to have to do something, son. You can't just sit there watching TV, watching videos, sitting in your house and expect anything to happen. You're going to have to go out there and make shit happen. You spend nothing on yourself, and you end up being nothing. I've spent serious money, thousands, on myself. I went to therapy twice a week for 7 years, longer. It was $100 per session, $200 a week, every week, for 7 years. And I was living in a one-bedroom apartment with 3 other dudes, working 2 jobs. You say, Sky, you're so lucky. How is that lucky, living in the barrio? And I'm spending that kind of money to save my own life. I've paid for coaches, mentors. I've gone away on weekends to do seminars. Some of you do nothing, absolutely nothing, and you expect that you're going to get anywhere at all. You don't spend a dime, and you think that you're going to go anywhere. You're not. You can't do this on your own. You need help. Some get it, some don't. Here's the next one. Speak directly. Speak short. Keep your words simple and easy to understand. If you can't, don't speak about it. I mean, people won't understand you anyways. Who was it that said it? Einstein talked about that if you can't discuss a complex topic so a kindergartner can understand it, you don't understand the topic yourself. Let's go to the next one. Here's some advice for you experts out there. Oh, there's so many experts, and you're all quoting your sources. Well, I read this at the New York Times. Fuck the New York Times. Bullshit ass paper. Someone in my family just told me the other day, oh, your cousin just wrote an opinion piece for the New York Times. So? So what? Fuck the New York fucking Times. Stop quoting the New York Times. Stop quoting the Washington Post. Fuck the Washington Post. Fuck the Wall Street Journal. Fuck CNN. Fox. Oh, well, Fox is the best. Fuck Fox. Fuck BBC. You want me to go on? The AP, MSNBC. Who's your favorite? Did I mention it yet? Who's your favorite? You fuck them too. All your fucking propaganda sources telling you lies and you think you're a fucking expert going around spewing this shit. Well, Rachel Maddow said this. Chris Cuomo said this. Fuck these people. Let's go to the next one. Blessed are they that do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. How do you seek the Lord? Casually. Some of you are much too casual in how you seek the Lord. Just kind of waiting around with your feet up on a coffee table. And just like your opportunities, you're thinking that something's going to come knocking on your door and come to get you. If a hungry man is in the desert and he finally arrives into town, he's going to beg for food. He's hungry. Lord, I'm hungry. Feed me now. I want food now. I'm hungry now. You have to be thirsty now. Oh yeah, I'll get to it later. No. That's not how you approach the Lord. That's not how you seek the Lord. You seek the Lord with hunger and thirst. Lord, I'm hungry now. Who's hungry out there? Anybody hungry? Let's move to the next one. The devil, let's talk about the devil. Good friend of mine. I've been friends with the devil for many thousands of years. Not a bad guy, but he's a liar. You got to know that about him. The devil's not so bad, but he's a liar. The devil's trying to convince you that God doesn't hear you. Many of you pray and you think God doesn't hear you. The reason why you think that is because the devil's got into your head. Many of you have turned to atheist, and that's because the devil's got into your head. It's funny how so many atheists actually worship the devil. They've given up on God, but they still fall into the Christian fantasy. They believe in half the story, just not the other half. Oh, Harry Potter's so real, but I don't think Dumbledore exists. Let me tell you something. The devil is a liar. He's a liar. You believe him too. You believe lies. Your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts send ripples through time and influence not only your own path, but others. Your words are powerful. Your words send ripples through time and influence not only your own path, but others. Your deeds are powerful. And your deeds send ripples through time and influence not only your path, but others. Think about the ripples of water in a lake. You have personal responsibility in every single breath, every single thought, and every single deed. Let's go to the next one. You ever think about power? I mean, there's all kinds of power, but say, for example, physical power. Sometimes power isn't force, and we think it is. If I can just be stronger, big giant muscles, hit the hardest, move the fastest, I can be so powerful. But, I'm taking golf. I'm taking lessons in golf, I should say. And I have had my second lesson last week. Tomorrow, Monday, I take Mondays off. That's my one day off during the week. Don't none of you call me tomorrow. I don't answer on Mondays, and some of you know that. And tomorrow morning, I'll be out at the golf course as long as it's not too hot. It was 122 degrees here last week. And as I'm studying golf, I've had to remember the concept of wu wei, non-action, not forcing. You can't force that ball to the hole. It may look like it when you're watching Tiger Woods or something. They're not forcing it. Power isn't force in golf. And sometimes in life, power isn't force. Sometimes you can't use force. You have to go with the flow. And the most powerful thing you can do is go with the flow. Let's talk about leadership. Leaders aren't desperate losers who beg for followers and likes. And they don't fall apart when they are unvalidated or when they don't get the validation that they want. For example, a leader won't fall apart if a relationship crumbles. A leader won't fall apart without a wife or a family. Sure, he may be bummed, it may hurt. He's a human, experiences pain. But he's not going to fall apart and crumble. When I was homeless many years ago in Southern California, I asked people that I met along my travels that were homeless, why are you here? Kind of like when you do in jail, and you get up in jail and you ask a guy, what are you in here for? It's the same thing when you're a bum. And of course, almost everybody, myself included, were on the streets because of drug addiction. But when you get to the root of the drug addiction, well, why did you start doing drugs? Most men on the streets, this is my personal experience, most men were on the streets because they didn't know how to emotionally handle a breakup, and they got dumped by their wife or their significant other, and they crumbled. They went nuts. The first thing they did was start their addiction, become an alcoholic or a drug addict. That was the first thing they did. The second thing they did was spend all their money and move out into the streets and give up on life. This is like every single person out there. That's not leadership. A leader doesn't crumble when people walk away. A leader creates his own path forward. He's not a follower. You people that crumble when others leave you. And there's lots of different reasons why people may leave a leader. It may be that they can't handle the greatness that's presented towards them. And that's common. It may be that they're hell-bent, demonically possessed on self-destruction. And you need to be able to stand on your own and carve that path forward through the jungle, even if nobody's behind you. Here's a question. Ask yourself this. What are you avoiding? What chores, what to-do list, what mental task, what life adventure are you avoiding? You know, time is short. We're getting towards the end. Some of you don't realize it. You better get busy, son. How much time you think you have? You're going to do it next week, next year? How do you know that exists? The future doesn't exist. It's a fantasy. The only thing that exists is now. If you're doing nothing now, you are nothing now. Start with small stuff. Micro movements. You don't know where to go, how to start off, what do I do? You can call me. But you can start with little micro movements. Get started on your own. Here's a question. What's better? Oppression, being treated bad, or being all alone? What's better, the tyranny or the desert? I mean, there's always a time of suffering that follows the escape. The escape from tyranny. You don't go from tyrannical oppression to utopia. That's not how it works. You go from tyrannical oppression into misery. You must, like in the story of Exodus, you must cross that desert, and it's not going to be fun. Before you get to the promised land, you're going to cross a desert. It might take you 40 years to go through a tiny little desert. But this is how it works. We got any time? I'll do one more. We got several more pages. Here, let's end with this one. Looks interesting. The entire fabric of reality is wrong because it doesn't work for you. I guess that's a question. Do you feel that reality is wrong because you're not a king, you're not some rich guy, you're not Donald Trump or Elon Musk, you're not Andrew Tate or whoever it is that you idolize? And there's a lot of people that when they get to that point, they can't clarify their goal. They can't solidify it into something real and tangible and attainable. There's a type of person that tries and gives up quick, and they tip over the board game. Ever played with one of those? Entitled brats. They just want to tip over the game when they don't win. You may not know what winning is. You may not know what winning looks like or what it feels like. Sometimes winning isn't a trophy on the podium with crowds cheering for you. Sometimes winning is by yourself, getting dirty, getting scratched up, fighting as hard as you can forward. It's all food for thought.